Have you ever been camping or to a lake where you could run into a celebrity at any moment? We recently went to Lake Norman State Park, which is located near Charlotte, North Carolina. After driving a few hours through wind and rain and traffic, we finally arrived at the park after closing time, but we were allowed to go in as the gates were open 24 hours. We pulled into our little camping cabin, got settled for the night, and went ahead and went to bed. The next morning we woke up to a nice mild day. Inside the cabin was pretty beautiful and rustic. As you can see, it has heating and air conditioning, plenty of natural light. It's a nice place for 2 people, 1 person. There's bunk beds in this back bedroom where you could add 4 more people. So you could pile in a small family in here with no problem. I will say the bed was pretty uncomfortable, and you do have to take your own bed linens, which is totally fine. But if you have any kind of mattress pad, it would be a great thing to take with you. We headed down to the visitor center where we met a really nice lady that was working there. Told us about the park. The views from the outside of the visitor center was absolutely beautiful looking over the lake. We then headed down to the beach. Because it was wintertime, there wasn't very many people out on the beach, and that's totally fine. Across the water, you can see million-dollar homes that belong to well-to-do people in the area. This is a very popular place in the summertime. Concession stands, plenty of bathroom and changing areas. The bathhouse was one of the nicest ones I have seen in a state park in North Carolina. It could be because the neighbors might have higher expectations, or it could be because the park is very popular and they are able to reinvest into it. The bathroom was pretty decent sized and clean, and it seemed like they were always in there cleaning it. Anytime we went up there, it was clean. The outside of the cabin had a nice area with a fire pit and a picnic table. The only thing I did not really like about it is very close to all of the other campsites. You can see your neighbors just by looking to the left or to the right. The neighbors that we had were pretty friendly and they were cool and everything was good. But if you run into one of those bad camping neighbors, they could leave you having a bad experience. We walked around the campground, checked out some of the tent pads, some of the other cabins, some of the RV sites, and some of the trails. One of the trails led us down to the lake, and we got to check that out, get on the beach out there. And as we walked around and went through, we noticed there was what would be an island, but is currently a peninsula. So when the water is up, this thing would be a nice little island that you could kind of get to and be on your own. Have you ever been to Lake Norman? Have you been to any kind of state parks like this? Let us know in the comments below.